Iran is refuting U.S. claims that it was responsible for the attacks on 2 oil tankers in the Middle East. Brian Sullivan joins us now with more. I've heard the false flag stuff, Brian. I'm just wondering, who would we think would want to tarnish the good reputation, the reputation Iran has as a good actor in the Middle East that we've seen just so often? Who would want to tarnish that reputation and be responsible for doing it? I guess they'd claim either the United States did it or what, Israel, or right? I mean, it's great to claim a false flag. Is there really any chance that it was somebody else that just stirring up trouble, Brian?
Well, I mean, there's video. I mean, it's always in this day and age, right? There's always video. I didn't do that. Well, here's the video. And I mean, it's black and white video from the United States Navy Central Command, Joe. But I mean, it's pretty obviously, if they're not removing something, either a mine from the water or for the ship, the question then Iran needs to answer is, what is their Navy boat doing?
Maybe they're removing the mine someone else put in there. They're trying to, oh no, look, there's a mine.
You could, listen, and maybe they are, but you ask yourself, what country has mines, okay? The Houthi rebels in Yemen, who've been stirring up problems. In fact, there was unfortunately, didn't get much attention, a missile attack on an airport in Saudi Arabia, a civilian airport yesterday. 26 people were injured. I mean, literally a missile went into their equivalent of a small regional airport in Saudi Arabia. That was blamed on Yemen. But Yemen, as far as we know, doesn't have mines. So it's got to be somebody that has this capability. Obviously, they're what they call is an Iranian fast boat, basically their version of a Navy, Joe. So I guess the question for Iran would be, what were you doing? And let's not forget this, that a few days ago, the Iranian foreign minister told his German counterpart at a conference that a country, meaning the U.S., who wages economic war cannot expect to remain safe. So a bit of a veiled thread there. Again, we don't know. Iran denies it, Joe, but I think your point is well taken.
And a month ago, I don't know, maybe it was 2 months' time ago so quickly. I mean, there were some hostilities between the United States and Iran that looked like they were getting kind of serious, and then we stepped back. At least we did. They don't want anything. Now they're doing this again, theoretically.
Well,
what's it heading to, Brian?
Well, that's a good question. Listen, a month ago you had the attacks on 4 ships. They were minor attacks. You wonder if whoever did this, Iran or otherwise, said, well, okay, you didn't care a month ago. We're going to step up the attacks. They didn't sink the ships. One of them was close or is close to sinking, the front Altair, the larger of the two, which was, by the way, was filled with it. But a date to keep on your calendar, Joe, is July 7th, because as Salima Croft reminded us this morning, that is the day that Iran has given to the European Union a 60-day extension to try to come up with a solution to get around the sanctions. They want Europe to figure out a way where they can sell their oil to Europe and get around U.S. sanctions.